to my understanding, there's a lot of veterans in this county. Those little things there have, I hand wrote May 12th on there. That's our next meeting because it's the second Thursday at 7 p.m. At that meeting, I anticipate having well over 35 veterans signed up, putting our charter in, and then we'll be provisional until we get started. But once we get chartered, we can legally do business. And one of our first orders of business is a countywide first responders banquet in October. So we hope to do some other things. We also hope to be sure to make no doubts about this. This VFW post is about community service. It is about families. And we're looking for projects to do to help veterans and their families and the county. And in the long term, I think we just want to stick with it that way. And it's a nonprofit, so it may, other things may be voted on. But as long as I'm breathing, we're going to try to do community service. And that's what the others that I've been talking to believe in also. So with that said, I just want to be sure I was aware and that county commissioners knew about it. Spread the information. If I'm overwhelmed, that's good. I can take all the phone calls in between construction jobs. But I'm happily retired and proud person to be here. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Is there any other general business, any other announcements that need to be made? Okay, being none, we'll move to item number 6, public comments. Scott, did anyone sign up for public comments? No one signed up. We'll move to item number 7, discuss and consider adoption of Benzene County Ordinance regulating game rooms as authorized by local government code chapter 234. Ms. Curry, would you address the court?
Thank you, Judge. I believe you have a copy in your packet of the proposed ordinance. This is the same document essentially that we had I think it was a workshop we had about 4 weeks ago. At that workshop, there were a couple of issues that the court brought up that they would like to see changes in the proposal. One was the window regulation. That's been changed. And the other one was to add the fee that is allowed by the statute of 25% of what the state charges. That would at the current moment be $15. So there will be a $15 fee per machine in a licensed game room in addition to the $1,000 application fee. Other than that, the only changes were some typographical errors. Judge had pointed out a numerical reference that was incorrect. Other than those changes, it's the same ordinance that we had at the workshop. And again, it's my recommendation that we adopt an ordinance of some kind. And this is the proposal I came up with after researching what several other counties had done, kind of making a conglomerate and putting them together what I thought would fit our county.
Tonda, I had one question on, do you have the?
I have a copy of it.
Okay, on the first page, item number 3, it says that between the hours of 8 a.m. and 1 a.m. And then over on page.
It's supposed to be noon on 16 and
Yeah, on page
16.
16.
It says noon and 1 a.m.
It says noon and 1
I
a.m. and I wondered if that contradicted itself.
Well, and in doing the research, it does contradict itself. They should be,
So we're talking
they
about.
should be identical. In doing the research, I discovered, because it didn't seem to me like 8 a.m. anybody would be interested in going to a game room. But in doing the research, I discovered that in fact, there are people who work those overnight shifts who like to go right after they get off shift. And that's why I changed it to noon in the second draft. And I'm sorry
Okay,
that's.
should we change the one there on the first page of 3 where it says 8? We change
It
that to.
should be noon, yes,
Okay.
sir. And I'll get the court a different copy before
Okay.
it's signed, yes.
I thought you were saying that people came right after work when they got off in the morning, but now you're saying they can't come till noon. Is that?
No, they can come until noon. I'm sorry. No, it's supposed to be 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Instead of
You're
noon.
right, Commissioner. Yes, it's
Okay.
supposed to be 8 AM.
So we
is when
would
they
change
can
the
open
one
back
on
up.
page, we would
Yes,
change the one on page 16
yes,
where it says 12 noon, that would go to 8 AM.
that would go to 8 AM.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is a TABC rule.
Okay. And I think it was a question, the fire marshal, they don't have a receipting deal. I mean, there's gonna be a receipt.
Yes, we
Given.
need to, so that's the other thing, when, during the workshop, y'all advised that you wanted the overseer to be the fire marshal. So that's the other language I added in here, but we'll need to get him a receipting system, or just a receipt book. And then we'll need to get some kind of little sticker that goes on the actual machine that says that it has been permitted.
Okay.
And then we'll need a permit for the wall of the establishment saying that it has been permitted.
Okay.
I believe the fire marshal is.
Not sure about that.
Is what?
He doesn't currently.
Okay. Then I think it's you.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
We're only talking about four operations.
Right, we're only talking about 4,
Is that yearly?
yes, one per precinct,
Line item.
one per precinct that would be paid once a year,
Four at the most.
4 at the most.
Did we talk about this in the workshop? The state they don't need to get anything from the state, do they?
They have to have a comptroller's permit
That's
per
right, so that
machine.
would have to show.
Right,
And
so,
also a sticker on
right, so each machine already has to have a sticker from the comptroller. So then it'll now also have to have a sticker from us.
Tom, has there been any more thought about the definition of game room here where it's got to be 6 or more machines? I mean, you could have 5 in every service station in town and they wouldn't be regulated.
And unfortunately, the statute only lets a county regulate where there's 6 or more. That's our,
Okay.
we can thank our legislature for that. That's what the 230, chapter 234 of the government code grants the county the authority to regulate, but only if there's 6 or more.
Hello, Chris.
Chris is,
No.
Chris is my friend. Chris is my friend.
I got the number on that bus.
Who regulates a fiber?
No one,
Nobody.
nobody,
Okay.
unless they're illegal machines and then.
Yeah.
And then the criminal law does, but yeah. So you're right, every gas station in the county can put in 4 or 5 machines and there's nothing we can do.
And there's a lot of them out there.
And there's a lot of them out there.
well, we could still enforce the time of opening, could we?
No, nothing.
No.
Nothing?
They can play all night.
We don't regulate them.
So if you have 7, you're under a time constriction, but if you have 6, you can just stay open all night.
No,
No.
no.
So you have 6.
So
Five.
that's 6 or less.
If you have 5, you
5.
can stay open all night.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll tell you, there's a company that has already contacted me and let me know that they're coming in and they're putting 5 machines everywhere they think they can put them.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with them in 2 weeks from today, in fact.
One comment, the difference in a time machine in a convenience store is the way, number one reason it gets them in trouble is the way that they pay out. So if they're paying lottery tickets, beer, pretty much any price that's under or over $5, even gasoline, in the law, we're not supposed to do that, makes it permanent. So it's very, very hard to, unless they be profitable in a 5 machine location. Because there's nothing you can give out.
No.
There's no payment.
Yeah, I think that was one of your.
Yeah, well, yeah, my concern was, it says that your maximum payouts 10 times your bet or $5, whichever's less. And it's got to be in those toys or something.
Right,
Or bingo.
It was not,
right.
Yeah.
Yes, if it's a game of chance, yes, that is
Yeah.
exactly true. The new thing is they're calling their games not games of chance.
I thought they had to be games, no skill, that's what they
Yeah.
got to be.
They're calling their games skill games so that they can,
Are they
Hey.
the same games?
no, but I still don't think there's, no, but I'm still not convinced they're skill games.
Okay. Who makes
Because the
that,
machine,
who makes that determination?
ultimately a judge.
Okay.
Because if it's, and it's what's called a pre-reveal game. They tell you ahead of time whether it's going to be a winner or a loser. And the skill is there's a tic-tac-toe board with one character, X or O, in the wrong position. You have to move it to the right position. That's the skill. But it doesn't seem like much skill to me. But the chance part is, does it pay less than you bet or more than you bet? And their position is that because you know that ahead of time, it's not a game of chance. But the machine is still, according to the Attorney General, their view on it, the machine is still determining the amount of the payout, therefore it is a game of chance.
Any other questions for Tonda?
I'm sorry about that mistake on 16.
Alright.
I'll get it changed. It is supposed to be
We'll move it to 8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 a.m.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the ordinance regulating game rooms?
So moved, Pierce.
Got a motion by Commissioner Pearson. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second by Commissioner LaPrada. Any other questions or discussion for Tonda? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you, Ms. Curry.
Thank you all.
Item number 8, discuss and consider enrolling all employees in annual cybersecurity compliance 2022 course through TAC. Is that yours, Scott, or is that Jessica? Okay.
Morning, Commissioners, Judge.
Good morning.
Yes, I put this on because we need to get all of our employees that have email access through the cybersecurity training. We do have to have it reported to the state by August 31st. And the deadline cutoff to get registered is June 29th. So if we can go ahead and get our enrollment set up, we can start getting the employees done. If they do not get it completed, we will have to remove their email access until they would get it done. And that will keep us in compliance with the Texas House Bill 3834.
So moved, Pearson.
Got a
Second.
motion by Commissioner Pearson, second by Commissioner Melton. Any question or discussion?
Just some of these people just don't want to take
Absolutely.
that. They don't want to do it. So, you just got to
I'm
explain to
gonna
them.
help them.
You're out of it. You don't have an email unless you take the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, we ran through the same thing last year.
Yeah.
We had to do it last year. Yeah. we
It's
had
3
to-
years running.
I don't think it's just email
One
either.
time a year.
No, it's not just, it's all.
No,
You're off that
Yes.
computer.
and you're gonna have to send some emails out to them saying, you know what?
You're absolutely correct.
These
And
are
I'm
the ones
absolutely
that
ready
have not
to.
completed and you will be turned off on certain
right.
days.
That is correct. We're gonna work on that part of it together. And he's excited about the turnoff part. I like it.
Okay, any other, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion or question? Being none, all in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 9, discuss and consider and approve bond for Lisa Hutcherson, Assistant Auditor, in the amount of $5,000. She's just renewing her bond in the auditor's office.
So moved.
That motion by Commissioner West, second by Commissioner Melton. Any questions, discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 10, discuss and consider placing no through truck signs on Vincent County Road 2150. Mr. Melton, did you?
Yes,
want to-
sir. The trucks over there continue to try to find shortcuts from the sand pit off of Interstate 20, and they're starting to use 2150, although they can't go very fast on it because you can't get down that road very quickly. But I'd appreciate the court's vote on installing no through truck signs on 2150. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Melton, second by Commissioner LaPrada. Any questions, discussion?
It's kind of like the speed limit. We all do that countywide. I'll keep saying it.
Yeah, the, when you said they couldn't get down it very fast, is it because of the potholes or the curves?
It's because of the pothole.
Okay.
I wouldn't say potholes, it's just because of the condition of the road.
Okay,
But it's fixed to be fixed this summer, according to Mr. Pearson.
okay. Okay. Any other question or discussion? All in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 11, discuss and consider approval of Midland Farms in precinct 2.
Yes, sir. This is a subdivision in far south Van Zant County, off of Van Zant County Road 2708, or I'm sorry, 2807. And the developer has met all conditions, completed all the checkoff lists, and has done everything in accordance with the Van Zant County subdivision rule and regulations. So I make a motion for filing purposes that we accept this.
Okay.
Second, Pearson.
Got a motion by Commissioner Melton, second by Commissioner Pearson. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 12, approve amended plat for Meadowview North in precinct 2.
And this is also in South Van Zant, off of FM 1256. And the developer has met all conditions of the Van Zant County subdivision rules and regulations. I make a motion that we accept this for filing purposes.
Okay, that's a motion by Commissioner Melton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner West. What did he amend? It says approve amended, so he's already,
He amended the lots that face Van Zant County 1256.
okay,
That's all he.
the size of
size
them.
of them.
Okay. Any other questions, discussion?
I'm sure, did he make more or less, Pearson, you know?
It really, the configuration is pretty much the same.
Okay.
In other words, it's the same, it's just configuration of the lots.
Good.
Any other questions, discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 13, approve amended plat for Meadowview South.
This
Precinct
here, Commissioners and Judge, is just on the other side of 1256, and he's done the same thing on there. He's just amended the configuration of the lots.
Okay.
And I make a motion that we accept this for filing purposes only.
Okay, that's a
Second.
motion by Commissioner Melton, second by Commissioner LaPrada. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 14, discuss and consider approval of fiscal year 2022 budget amendments. You have the budget amendments before you.
So moved, Pearson.
Got a motion by Commissioner Pearson. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second by Commissioner Melton. Any questions or discussion? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 15, discuss and consider approval of March 2022 financial and investment report of county treasurer to be entered into the minutes of Commissioners Court.
So move, Pearson.
Got a motion by Commissioner Pearson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner LaPrada. Any questions or discussion for Irma? Being none, all in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 16, discuss and consider monthly reports submitted by various offices and departments of county government and approval of entry of same in the court's minutes as matter of record. Mr. West, do you have any comments?
I do. Of course, this is the last meeting of the Commissioners Court for this month. And I'm happy to say that we have all of the reports in it.
Okay.
Now make a motion.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner West. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Pearson. Any questions or discussion on the reports that have been submitted for paper or for approval? Being none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. At this time, we will enter into a closed executive session. After the closed executive session, we will reconvene to open session to consider any action on any items that were discussed in the closed executive session. But at this time, we will enter into closed executive session. Turn all the recordings off